clauses are word groups that are defined by their having a subject-verb combination in them. Now, independent clauses are things that can stand alone as sentences. So, for example, the British are coming. This is an independent clause. It can be a sentence. It is grammatically complete, we say. Now, the other main kind of clause is a dependent or subordinate clause. Those words can be used interchangeably. Dependent clauses, subordinate clauses. These are word groups that, like independent clauses, have subject-verb combinations in them, but they cannot stand alone as sentences. So, for example, if we take the British are coming and we stick a that in front of it, we get that the British are coming, that the British are coming. Well, if that's what Paul Revere had shouted from his horse as he rode around, nobody would have known what he meant. I mean, it's not really saying anything. That the British are coming. That could mean it is impossible that the British are coming. It's not a sentence. It can't stand alone as a sentence. So that the British are coming, that's an example of a subordinate clause. Now, subordinate clauses have as a characteristic the fact that they function as if they had a part of speech, and in particular as if they were either nouns, adjectives, or adverbs. So subordinate clauses always act as if they were nouns, adjectives, or adverbs. So here, let's walk through those possibilities. First of all, let's look at subordinate clauses functioning as nouns. Now, I've begun here with a sentence. Well, down here, let's look at a sentence that has no subordinate clauses in it, but will show us the most basic kind of sentence there can be. A Buick is a car, okay? Now compare that, so this is a noun, right? A Buick and a car, that's also a noun. Now consider this more complicated sentence. What you see is what you get. Well, although there's a lot more words in there, it actually grammatically is very similar to this sentence, a Buick is a car. So is the verb, the subject here is a Buick, and the subject here is what you see. What is a car? A Buick. What is what you get? What you see is what you get. That's what. So what you see is a subordinate clause. It's functioning as the subject of a verb, and therefore it's a noun. I mean, that's what subjects are. Subjects are nouns. And here, what you get. What is what you see? What you see is what you get. That's what you see is. What is a car? A Buick is a car. That's what a Buick is. So what you get here, it's not the subject, it's the subjective complement, just as a car is, but it's functioning as a noun. So it's hanging together as if it were just one word, and that word would be a noun. Another example, I know that you lied just now. I know that you lied just now. So consider a substitute sentence. I know a secret. A secret, that's a noun phrase. Secret is a noun. I know, and here it's not a secret, but it's I know that you lied just now. So here, I know a secret. Secret is the direct object of know. And here the direct object of know is that you lied just now. So this is likewise, just like secret, is functioning as a noun. It's a subordinate clause functioning as a noun. All right, adverbs. They can also function as adverbs. If we lose, we will feel happy. Well, maybe. perhaps a little bit odd, but it's possible. If we lose, we will feel happy. Now, here, this, if we lose, is answering a question like, when? When will we feel happy if we lose? Or under what conditions if we lose? So these things are adverbial kinds of questions that are answered by if we lose. And note also, another hint as to its being an adverb is that it's very mobile. Things that function as adverbs can move around quite frequently. So we will feel happy if we lose. That would be perfectly fine English sentence. And it would still, if we lose, would still be an adverbial subordinate clause. So and of course it's a subordinate clause because it can't stand alone as a sentence. If we lose, that you can't put a period there, that wouldn't be the end. If somebody walks in the room and says, we lose, and then leaves, you will have a feeling that something has been communicated to you, right? He opens the door, he says, we lose, and he leaves. If somebody opens the door, comes in and says, if we lose, and then leaves, where are you? You don't know, it's not a complete sentence. Okay. When we sing, we will feel happy. It's just like if we lose, grammatically. When will we feel happy? When we sing. So there again, we have an adverbial subordinate clause. And finally, subordinate clauses can function as adjectives. So the person whom you know has left. The person whom you know has left. Which person? The person whom you know. That's which person. Well, when things answer that question, which one, they're functioning as adjectives. And in this case, whom you know is functioning as an adjectival subordinate clause modifying person. And the person who owns stock has left. Again, it's just exactly the same. Which person? The person who owns stock. That's which person, and that means it's functioning as an adverb, again, modifying person. Now, there are lots of words that can start off subordinate clauses, and we've just gotten a little taste of them. What, if, when, whom, who, that. But these are, the subordinate clauses begin either with subordinating conjunctions. Easy to obtain a list of the most common ones, these are some, or relative pronouns or relative adverbs. But I don't want to get into all of that at once. But here are, anyway, the main things, which is that subordinate clauses function either as nouns, adverbs, or adjectives.